Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Excuse me for a moment. I forgot to plug my controller in. Anyway, as you can maybe see, I've done a little bit off screen. Gotten Soren some new bits and things. There we go. Has a much more traditional, classy sort of look now. So that is what we've got for right now. I like it. I like how he's dressed. A sharp young lad. Anyway, jump back into things. I also gained a couple of levels as far as that goes. I sold off some stuff in Hogsmeade, found some things over there, that kind of stuff. No real plot essential things. If I recall, though, the next thing we have to do is return to what's her name, Ravenclaw. I think she was about the those Daedalian keys, because I did find one. Found this neat little token inside. If you don't know what that is, it'll explain it. But briefly, basically, it's a collection quest for a cosmetic. So it's not like something ground shattering or anything, but it's a cool quest, neat little mechanic.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Oh, she was Gryffindor. But yes, it was. So that is one of the things that I did off stream. So then next up, we are off to finish up our book quest with Professor Fig, and then wander around, do some stuff with some friends and classmates, that sort of deal. All right.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house
Yeah,
token.
so I can cut her off.
I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
Yes, that is correct, yes.
I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
Well, not yet. I'll get around to it. First, though, yeah, here we go. Let's talk to Professor Fig. Ooh, let levitate us some cats. And did I miss you? Hey. Meow. There you are. Meow. Don't worry, I'll catch you. Quite catch you. You'll be okay. There you are, kitty. What a nice gray cat. I love it. Anyway, let's move right along. Yeah, the fact that you can pet all of the cats in the castle is pretty cool. Kind of dig that. Kind of really dig it. Okay, onward we go. Okay. Once again, I have no idea what this classroom is supposed to be. It looks like the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, but it's not, because that's Professor Hecat. This. Like magical theory or something? I will say that is something that I'm really disappointed. Is never really portrayed at Hogwarts is something like magical theory. I'm curious. If I do that, can I reparo it? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, magical theory, so stuff like the metaphysics of magic, that kind of thing. I've always I'm always really disappointed that that's not at Hogwarts, because it seems like a major thing, world building wise, that people would be doing is researching the nature of magic and trying to do things like discover new spells, invent or discover new spells, that sort of thing, and that would require an extensive knowledge of how magic works. And that seemed like the kind of thing you could, in fact, teach. Oh, I mean, it would be an upper class kind of thing, so it'd probably be a fourth or fifth year onwards, but still, I mean, high school level, if you will, it'll translate to over to American. I think that that would be, here we go, a very cool thing to have, and also, oh, excuse me, also very practical.
You cannot be serious.
In
Goblins
terms of
working with
the
Rookwood
living within
makes
the
no
world.
sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's
Kind of rude to just barge
Fig.
in, huh?
You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Found it. It had drops of memory in it.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Okay. Doing his little scooch.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain.
Why has he got
Now, I
like
have to take
extra
you with me
wands
to
on his
London.
desk? That seems
The
odd.
headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Okay.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the
Trust
missing
the grown-ups,
pages
right?
while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
All right. When do we actually get the ability to like actually unlock talents? Interesting. Ooh, cool cape. All right, that's nice. Okay, let's give that a shot, huh? I really like this overcoat. I really like this overcoat, but okay, he looks a little bit too tuxedo mask here. Honestly, I gotta stick with the coat I had. Damn, because that's the legendary cape is a good look, but no, this is better. This is better. Is there any even remotely good hat? Or no, And it kind of works, but not really well. I mean, some manner of top hat that isn't as brightly colored as the Zonko's one might be good. Maybe a bowler. A bowler would look good with this. With this look. Also, very late 19th century. Very late 19th century upper class.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible.
Hogsfield, huh?
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Where they can find us, naturally. Alright, what else we got? Lucan! Oh! Time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we have a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of Crossed Wands. Also, the training dummy is still available. Lucan. Professor Hackett. Professors Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I've given you and then proceed to see me in my classroom. Alright, let's see what we got. So, Herbology class. Required level 3. I am level 15. I think I might have pressed the side content a little too hard here. Expelliarmus. Yeah, I could use that. I need to avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Cast Incendio on enemies. Okay, I can do that. The Daedalian keys, I need to find my house chest. I can do that. Talk to Lucan. Well, that'll actually give me a chance to cast Incendio and dodge roll. Both of these are Lucan. Spell combination. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna track that one. I just have to remember I have to dodge and use Incendio.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of Crossed Wands.
Oh.
Also, the training dummy is still available.
I didn't need to read that.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
All right. Yeah, I know that. I'm aware of it. Can I just not do that yet? Yeah, it's... Yep. There's fog. It works just like a map in any other RPG. Yeah, I have to go all the way down there. Which is actually strangely far. But I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. Might do it after I get a broom, because that'll make it much easier to get down there. Much easier to get down there. Honestly, this game before you get a broom is substantially less fun.
Revelio.
I mean, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. I still love a great deal with the haunted toilets. You know, I still love a great deal about this game, but once you get the broom, everything really just opens up.
Incendio.
Whoosh. All right, I need Depulso for that button. Seems silly because I could just, jump. But, whatever. Okay. Hold on, I'm losing frames here. We turn down setting again. Let's turn down fog. Unless I don't need fog to be very good. I also don't think I need volumetric clouds, quite frankly. Foliage is nice to have. Post-process, handy. Shadows, good to have. Textures, good to have. All right. Oh wait, did I not save the... Do that. Should help a little. I might even just set everything to low at some point, just to with the streaming. Can't believe it makes this much of a difference. I was playing it decently well on high settings.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Let's go.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Okay then, let's do it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Accio Incendio is a really good combination.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Cooldowns are a problem there.
Nicely done.
Come back here. All right, now we're done.
Impressive
We're good.
wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously,
What?
well done.
Okay.
Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's go for it. Hey, level 60.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final
Oh,
round
gosh,
across
level up
wands
again.
ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Let's go for
I
it.
certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yeah, let's go with
Yes,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Then let's
I don't want
get
to do this
started.
alone again. That would be very bad. Not again. Oh boy.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
The Gryffindors and a Huffle. Why is it 4-on-2? This is not fair. Not fair at all. Hold on. Give me a second. Give it a minute to catch up. I'm chugging here. Right, there we go.
Confringo.
You're better than that!
Protego.
Give him what for.
Constringo!
Levioso.
Leviosa.
Levioso.
Like a winner.
Accio. Incendio.
Is that all you've got? Descendo!
Leviosa away now.
Accio.
There goes my wave.
Leviosa.
Incendio.
Confringo. Leviosa.
Mind the one.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Confringo. Protego.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Really? Missed with Incendio. All right.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
You can. That's... I mean, it's not allowed. This whole thing is not allowed, but okay.
You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner,
Winning
I suppose
graciously
I
is
should
very
get back to my
important.
schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing.
No false
I haven't
humility,
tended
because
them in
that's
ages.
crass. You... No. Yeah, you really probably ought to see to your plants, kiddo. All right. All right. Nice. Okay, let's see what do we get from this, from all of this. Finished a challenge. Okay, lucky leprechaun gloves. Okay. No, I'm gonna stick with the blue. None of them actually work with that very well. What did I get? Actually, show me. Hogwarts Regalia, Cobalt, Dark Arts, Crosswands, Champion Guard, huh? Julie. Let's see. It's pretty cool. It's wizardy. But it's not Soren. It's definitely not very Soren. Back to our Midnight Debonair. That'll work. Alright. I eventually need more hats. I need hats. What I need to find. Okay, the girl from Wagadoo. Biology class. Professor Heckett's assignment. I need to do more dodge rolls, which means I need to go find some baddies. Means I probably do need to go to Lower Hogsfield, but here I'll go to yeah, I'll just head out, because right here is an exit. Exit of the castle. I think this is the exit that this is the exit that heads south. So this is the right one anyway.
Revelio.
Where I need to go. Well of Four Beasts. Some students believe that a wish made over the Well of Four Beasts, whether near the Thestral, Griffin, Chimera, or Hippogriff, will come true for the one who has gained the trust of any of the four. Well, I haven't yet. Griffin? Thestral? Hippogriff? That looks like a hippogriff, I think. That's a griffin. That one's a chimera. Is it a griffin? What the hell is the difference between a griffin and a hippogriff?
Revelio.
Is there a difference, or are they the same? I kind of... Huh. Now that I think about it, I had never realized that they were not the same.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, see those balloons floating up there? Those are like trick courses for once you get your broom, which I really want to get the broom. Oh, hey, this hut, which is nothing in particular. No one in particular lives here. It's definitely not. Anyway, it's odd that this is Hagrid's hut, or what will be Hagrid's hut. It's just odd that I guess this is the groundkeeper's hut, maybe. It's odd that this is here already and looks roughly the same as it will in 100 odd years. in terms of figuring out what year this is, my guess, if I had to guess, I would probably say 1891. Mostly so that it could be, 100 years on the dot before. Oh yeah, Groundkeeper's tools. Okay, so this is the Groundkeeper's hut. All right. So it can be 100 years on the dot before the actual Harry Potter books, because that was 1991. Harry went to Hogwarts in 1991.
Revelio.
This just looks like a workshop. This does not look like a house, like, at all. Mashed pumpkin or so.
This looks intriguing.
Yeah, there's a cave down here I want to check out. Seems nice and dangerous. What was that? What saw me? Oh. I don't have Flipendo.
Accio.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. I wasn't able to flip it on its back, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so I need to pull that over here.
Accio. Incendio.
Nice. Love those puzzles. You're not really supposed to be able to do that before you get Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio.
Whatever. Supposed to use Wingardium Leviosa for those. Oh, nightcap. I was asking for more hats, but, I'd like a nice hat, like a bowler. Really, like a bowler would be just ideal. No, I don't like that at all. No. Don't like it. I don't know, maybe this one? No. No, it just doesn't work. This doesn't work. Storming. Wading through the lake, dressed in such a state as I am, does not seem the least bit proper. No, not at all.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
And yet here I am, about to go and dive into the lake.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid.
He's a little too eager.
Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
Romantic, but
I'm so sorry.
Tragic.
What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again.
You're kind of on it right now.
Family astrally vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Really put in the effort here.
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
We go to the end of this little... outcrop first. Brings me a little closer, so I have to do a little less swimming. Little bit less swimming. Still have to do a lot of swimming, but a little bit less. But less is good.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Scarf. Aha, here. See? First playing this, I really... Oh, another scarf. I was really expecting like a full-on underwater segment. But this is fine. Like, not going that far into designing more mechanics that would probably go unused otherwise. This it? Gotta be it, right? No, another hat. Not a hat I even particularly like, although, I don't know, green? Slytherin-y, I suppose. Something. Got it. Wonderful, let's head back to it.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Man, Soren, you are in tremendous shape. Sounding so calm and collected and not the least bit out of breath after having just dove underwater 6 times in a row and sprint swimming. Anyway.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Fine.
Hello, Grace.
Not at all.
I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
I will say that...
Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving.
I do kind of have this...
a knack for finding treasure.
I do kind of have this Stefan as kind of, at the very least, standoffish, if not an outright dick. But he also, being, you know, well-bred, he also knows how to ingratiate himself to people who can help him. And you know, being a 15-year-old boy, ingratiate himself to the wonderful lady of a similar social status to him. So, you know, he is certainly, I would say, far more ready to help people who are more capable of helping him. Oh, that's... don't like. And then also other Slytherins as well. House loyalty and all that. Oh, hello. Ooh, wand handle.
I never thought Ramrock's law
Revelio.
this far.
Oh. we'll find. Let me check that roll. Let me check that wand handle. That actually might be nice. Regal blue. I still like the arrow one. I still like that one. The sleek look. Much more Soren. You know what? Actually, what we're going to do is... I do want to do this quest.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
True. Bit of storybook called Harry Potter.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Brood Wolf Cape is actually very cool. If I could assemble an outfit that looks good in, I would like to.
Revelio.
It is quite cool. Sleek dueling. Oh, there's a demiguise here. Alright, I do want to pick up this quest. I don't know if I'm actually going to complete it. I'm going to talk to Natsai first, because I think that these two quests take us to the same place.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
And I have to do more dodge rolls.
I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
I was assuming that it was
has
wizards
no patience for
going
goblins
after
who
him
won't join
in
him.
retaliation for that sort of thing.
I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals. Bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Again, this just demonstrates once again the sort of the ethnocentric ideology that Ranrock has, which you find all the time, right? It's I mean, quite frankly, it's Marxist in character, but it's found in almost any kind of modern authoritarian regime. You find it on the left and on the right. Of course, nowadays more prominently on the left, of course, but you find it in, say Nazi Germany, for example, right? I'm blonde-haired, blue eyes, 6'1", Aryan male, right? I'm Hitler's favorite kind of guy as far as looks go, but I'm also American rather than German. I have basically no German ancestry either, despite the look. The look comes from Poland, not even anywhere in Germany or Austria or anything like that. And then beyond that, of course, my ideology, I have nothing in common, practically, with fascism or with National Socialism or anything like that. I'm an anarcho-capitalist, so that basically couldn't get further from it. And so, again, ideologically, I would not be considered a sort of racial ally. The same goes again for sort of modern racial ideologies as well. So the sort of Black Power movements or any kind of modern movements on the left, which are racial in nature, right? The critical race theorists, if you will, people in that sort of school of thought, don't think that, for example, they don't see, say, somebody like Thomas Sowell, the economist, as an ally, because he's more or less on the right, right? They don't see Clarence Thomas, Justice Clarence Thomas, as anything like an ally. Obviously, it's a very common trend, which we see with Ranrock here, right? He's not for goblins per se, or goblins in general. He's putting forward a particular pro-goblin ideology that is willing to dismiss and even outright oppose goblins who are not part of that ideology. Green's Family Buds. A tip: if you don't know, some shops out of Hogsmeade sell clothes and brooms you can buy. Yeah. I've played through this game once, so I am familiar with a lot of it. Though, then again, feel free to still send along tips and tricks, because, like I said, I only have played through once. So there may well be plenty of things that I have missed and wasn't sure of. I am going to check out this shop and see if there's anything, see if there's anything of note.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things
Even
have
against
taken a
fellow
much
goblins, as I
darker
said.
turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
So I just have to let them loose and they'll
Nice
wander
meeting
back
you.
home.
I
Love
wish
it.
it had been under better circumstances.
Oh, there.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
There are, like, 2 houses
What
here.
do you have for sale?
This is
What can I help you with today?
This is unbelievably tiny. What are you even talking about? I don't need. Never mind. Nothing I really need, but I can sell off something.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
I did mention that between last stream and this stream, I did quite a bit. I did quite a bit of side questy type stuff, just like exploration kind of things. Finding a bunch of gear and such, finding a bunch of field guide pages and things, mostly at Hogsmeade. Hence this amount of money we've got. A lot of galleons.
See you again sometime.
It's a lot of galleons.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Gloves, I like those. I don't like fingerless gloves, the look wise, but nice regardless. Mechanically, at least, nice. Oh wait, missed a sack.
Accio!
Fedora? That's something. What I do? Oh, jeez. Let's see. Those mechanically great. Actually, nah, they make me look like a poor. Ooh, actually. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But anyway. Mechanical. It's a little lumpy. Relatively uncomfortable. Okay. We have a lot of quests here. Let's do Not Size. Let's do Natty's quest. Then I think it takes us in roughly the same direction as the goblins.
It is good to see you, my
One shop near the school, near the train station, sells a cool-looking broom. You want to look into it. Once I get the broom, once I get unlocked brooms, because I'm not even there yet. Yes, I am level 16.
How are you?
I'm well.
I haven't gotten my broom yet. I want to advance the main quest so I can actually get to that.
And I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another
That's not
student.
what the conversation option said.
A bit odd.
Didn't
The
say
two of them
lie.
pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger.
Okay.
For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us.
5,000. I mean, I can
to all
afford
of
it.
us.
That's
Which is
on the
why
high
I
end of what I
wanted
can
to
afford,
speak
but I
to
can
you.
afford it.
Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Matabele Land, is that actually? I'm actually curious. Is that an actual like a real world kind of place, or is that a Wizarding World place? Curious.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own.
I don't actually know.
And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That was it. There was no actual quest. Oh, that's the quest.
What's going on here?
That's the quest. Let's jump in to help.
They must have come this way. Think!
Hey there.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Why they have to use snakes?
You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
stupefied.
You missed.
You won't.
That was easy.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Okay.
Do you really think you can we can hold them off, Reducto?
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body! You'll feel that tomorrow.
Accio.
Learn that in first year, did ya? That's proper feeble, that is. Clumsy little fuck. Reducto. Tiger. You'll pay for that! Reducto! Head in the clouds, this one!
Whoops.
Nice try! Howard! Going on! Ah! Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Did I just disintegrate her?
Revelio.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Yeah, it's like right there. That is kind of nuts. Kind of nuts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little crows.
Why they gotta be snakes,
they seemed
man?
quite keen on you.
This is anti-Slytherin.
But thank you for your help.
It's anti-Slytherin propaganda. I don't appreciate it.
You've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Of course, that is not to say that I'm Slytherin myself. Yes, I'm wearing green, but that's in solidarity for in here. I'm much more Ravenclaw personally. Me,
You
the player.
mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest
What
in
the hell
gave
year
me
is
a
it?
book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
So, this is absurd. I'm not saying that they're... Now, okay. Couple things. I'm not saying that there haven't been, in the distant historical past, I'm sure there have... It's not that there haven't been, women attracted to other women, or even women who have sexual relationships with other women. Fine, that happened. There's plenty of historical record of that going back a very long way. Fair enough. And even the sort of the modern category that we have of homosexual, yes, that would have been around at this time, but it would have been an extreme novelty. Right? Because it was like the categorization of homosexual heterosexual was really invented in the late 19th century, around this time, by, at least in the Muggle world, Sigmund Freud, and then it sort of disseminated from there, and then the idea of marriage extending in that way would have been nonsensical to anyone, particularly anyone in the West at the time. Again, it's one of those things that is trying desperately to just sort of pick our modern 21st century cultural sensibilities and just plop them into whatever kind of time period we happen to find. It's immersion breaking, first of all, but again, I think it's a distinct lack of creativity. Why make a period piece if you're not going to steer into the sort of cultural and even technological aspects of the period? Like, the fact that the difference between magical and Muggle technology is significantly less in the late 19th century as compared to in the late 20th century when Harry Potter takes place. That would be so interesting to explore, but it's not really explored in this game, which is kind of sad. I feel like it really should be. Again, because this was before widespread use of electricity. This was before the invention of even anything at all electronic. This was even before the invention of the automobile. And so that, like I said, the gulf between magical, the wizard technology and Muggle technology was much, much narrower than it is 100 years later. That would have been really interesting to explore, but we basically don't interact with Muggles at all in this entire game, which understandable, I suppose. It all takes place right near Hogwarts, but still, there could have been, I think, some really fertile ground for storytelling there that I think just got passed over because it doesn't really use its time period terribly well. Green's Family Bud says, same Ravenclaw was my first pick, and I'm pretty sure the game is based in the early 1800s. I've heard late 1800s, but it's very vague as to exactly when. Because I know that the Second Goblin Rebellions in canon, I think, lasted like 10 years, and it was between, I think, the mid 1880s and the mid 1890s, if I remember correctly. And I believe that is supposed to be like Ranrock's Rebellion is part of that. So it's in that window somewhere. I like to think 1891, just because it's 10 years. 10 years, 100 years before the Harry Potter series, or 1895, maybe 100 years before Harry Potter's 5th year, something like that. There's potential there, or it could be just something else entirely unconnected. Who knows? But I know it's something like late 1800s, but that's a really wide window. So who knows exactly? Again, it could be really neat to explore, but they don't go into it in too much detail.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
That doesn't seem right.
Covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Now that I think about that as well, this is another time frame thing. Very strange, because I thought that Hogwarts was founded in the 11th century, and Merlin probably existed in the 6th century. So he's like 500 years too early to have gone to Hogwarts, unless I'm getting timelines mixed up somewhere.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb.
Do I think they're going to make a second game? Oh yeah,
Mentioned it in his
almost
writings.
certainly.
I had
It'll
just
probably be a while
to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted.
I expect it'll probably be
You
some
see,
time,
each
just
swirl
because
in Merlin's
the
writing has its symbol
because it's a
in the
small studio,
center.
it's a small and new studio, so I don't really expect them to be
what
that
if the
quick in
Mallowsweet
bringing a
is meant
second
to be
game.
placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely.
Yeah,
Would you
straightforward
care
enough.
to do the honors? We can see what
but-
comes of our little hypothesis.
But I think that the game really lends
I brought a
itself,
trunk
and the
chock
world
full
really
of
lends
mallowsweet
itself
with
to at
me.
least
It's
another
just
couple of
over there
games,
by my
even
tent.
using the same character. Like if you use the same character, if you continue to play
This
as,
trunk.
In my
Yes,
case,
there's
Soren
plenty,
Blackwell,
even if you already have
you can
some.
just come back for 6th and 7th year, and there, boom, you got
I
you
have
got 2
the
more games
Mallowsweet.
just like that.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone
And
swell on the ground.
if you wanted to be a little bit
Each trial
creative,
has these features.
you could
Place
have
the mallows
6th year, 7th
on
year,
this
and
swell,
then a
and
4th
we'll
game
see what
could potentially be
happens.
out in the Wizarding world proper, doing some kind of something. Who knows? I don't exactly know what else was really important happened at the sort of end of the 19th century, but yeah, definitely. Games based around 1890, 91. Okay, yeah, cool. It's off from what I thought. I thought it would be the school year of 91, 92, but hey, I was close. I was very close. Is that actually official? I haven't seen anything official about it, but I haven't looked too hard, so neat. I did look at the newspaper to see if I could find a year on it, and it doesn't say.
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory.
Well, I know what I gotta do.
Incendio. Merlin's beard.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Hurry! Was it the 3 of them? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Got them all. I hope. That's much easier when you get
How beautiful.
Confringo. But whatever. I did it.
What
I did it.
day. I can hardly
Had to be a little
believe
quick
it.
though.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require
It says 1800 to
which you can
1900.
find in Hogsmeade, should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to
What?
meet you. And do be careful.
It says I have the little emoji thing in the way of my chat. So 1800 to 1996. They're not 100. That's a big window. I mean 1896? Ah, yes. Increased storage. That's always good. Dragonhide gear. Oh, yeah, that's actually a cool look. That's a cool set. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people streaming using that one. It's a good one. Genuinely good one. Okay, Trials of Merlin. Okay, we just did that. I just talked to her. It didn't show it finishing.
Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Oh, now it finished it. Okay. There it is. Okay, cool. Did not get me to 17. Not quite yet. Boy, howdy, is it close, though. I need to go to herbology class. Done with Professor Hackett's class. I'll come back for Carted Away. Weird saying all the different years. Yay! No, I get it. I get it. I'm an historian, like by training. One of my degrees was in history, so I'm very used to discussing years, but more so in ranges, because my focus in history is on classical and medieval periods. So I discussing things down to the singular year is a little bit alien to me. So, as far as what I'm used to, saying something like late 19th century is plenty precise enough. Like I said, when I talked about Merlin, like I said, as far as I can think of, as far as I know, Merlin lived, or probably lived, or is alleged to have lived in the... Why is it telling me to go this way? What? For defense against the dark arts class? Why is it telling me to do that rather than go through the castle? I mean, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see what happens when I just follow the guidebook. And it takes me through the woods. See if I get attacked by wolves. Your guidebook got me attacked by wolves and spiders.
Revelio.
Okay. No. Anyway. Nice owls. Oh yeah, that's right. The owlery is over here. Almost forgot about that. Need those. Moonstone. I will need those eventually, once I unlock the Room of Requirement in quite some time, I would expect. Anyway. Yeah. Like I said, my my general approach to history is, as long as I get the century right, or close enough to it, like when I talked about Merlin being the 5th or 6th century, being probably about right. Actually, I think it was a little bit later than that. He might have been 7th. Might have been as late as the 7th. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't after the 7th, because again, it was Roman Britain. Supposed to have lived in Roman Britain, and Arthur was a Roman king of the Britain. Anyway, though. Yeah, it's that is the way I'm used to talking about history, rather than in specific years. So if it's 1891, if it's 1892, if it's 1890, if it's 1885, it's late 19th century. It's pretty good. It's pretty close. I'm in the right ballpark.
There you are.
I'm on the right Quidditch pitch.
One's duelist to beat.
Yeah. I'm on the right Quidditch pitch to adapt a slogan.
Revelio.
I also like to half joke that this is also, like this in particular, is in that range of history that I don't know very well. It's out of my area of academic expertise, and it's out of my area of just sort of life experience, like radically out of my life experience. I like to half joke, again, only half joking, that I have a serious gap in my historical knowledge between roughly 1277 and 1977. Because 1277 was a series of condemnations by the Bishop of Paris that condemned several neo-Aristotelian propositions that were found to take naturalistic positions a step too far into theological conclusions. These were condemned by the Bishop of Paris, which was then promulgated in the matter of the ordinary magisterium of the Church. It is also the series of condemnations that led to the solemn declaration that aliens are possible. God could have created aliens. Yes, that is Catholic doctrine. And then 1977 is roughly when the first Star Wars movie came out. In between there was some stuff that happened. Something that had to do with crossing the Atlantic. My parents were born, and there was a moon landing, I heard. I heard there was a moon landing. Oh yeah, I have to go to the map in advance now. Can I just talk to her? She's right here. She's literally right here. Can I just say hi? Oh, there we go.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House.
Of course you
Why
are.
do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Cool.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its...
The faculty this year, at Hogwarts is really fascinating because she was an unspeakable.
You have. Thank you.
The potions master, I forget his name, was an Auror, senior Auror. Professor Fig is a crazy old man.
Both inside and outside.
Professor Black is awful, but also a very old name, pureblood wizard kind of thing. Same with Weasley, for that matter. Green said, I heard a kid earlier in game saying he got stuck on those stairs for over 2 hours. Yeah, that is a joke. I mean, situational joke, I guess. That goes back to the books, too. I think that was the thing that gets mentioned, yeah, let's wait till day. That's the thing that gets mentioned even as far back as the first book, if I remember right. Is it not day? What's going on here? Come on, man. Is it just like Twilight and I'm skipping time in the wrong increments or something silly like this? Okay, here we go. Jesus.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Of course, Professor.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Another technically damaged spell, another red spell. I think that's 3 red spells you learn.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to...
I don't know if it's in a row, but it's very close to it. Ew.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Who do you think I am, Harry Potter? Alright, cool. That's all set. What's next? What else we got? Let's go do herbology class. Again, I'd like to finally unlock talents. I'd like to unlock flying, and I maybe could even get far enough to unlock the Room of Requirement tonight. Again, I'm level 16, almost 17. I should be further than this. As long as I don't advance the seasons. Which, by the way, the advancement from basically summer now into autumn and then winter and then over into spring is really, really cool. in this game. It fundamentally changes a lot of the environment. There are even like differences in... There are minor differences in terms of even like accessibility and things. Like you can still get to everything, but like routes change slightly and things like that. It's very, very cool. Not to mention, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like Hogwarts in winter is just an unbelievably beautiful place. Unbelievably, because I mean it's fictive, but still. That's done. Aha! What's this? Greenhouse tree. It's the man. Also, I gotta say, the greenhouse is really impressive. Very, very impressive. The interconnected greenhouses.
Revelio.
There's something in here. Oh, it's in this one, isn't it? I can't get to. Yeah, it's in the one that's locked. Okay. I also need to get a Lohomora, which I get from Mr. Moon.
Onion again.
There we go.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge.
Randomly disconnected.
The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
Chomp. Welcome back. Sorry about the
Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Of course we are. I have to say, the fact that we're doing mandrakes is
more comfortable, shall we?
Is purely, I think, because it was in the books and the movies. It's the only depiction of herbology class in the movies, if I remember correctly.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Okay. Ew. What? Why would you do that? Oh gosh. But that was the wrong... joystick. Can't believe it worked. Oh well, that's fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo.
Well, at least we could do that, because you know magic. Magic is wonderful.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I cannot tell you how much I've heard and seen about Professor Garlic being the like hot for teacher thirst trap.
I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
You would think, but no.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yeah. Those would suck in real life, hearing those. Oh god, I can only imagine.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, that sounds horrible. It's also like it seems a little silly, both in this depiction as well as in the movie, more so than in the book, that you can stuff cotton balls in your ears, so you can wear earmuffs or whatever to block out their screams, so you don't die, but you can still hear the herbology professor giving you clear instructions.
Revelio.
Without the aid of magic, I assume, as far as I can tell.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Pick some things and check this out. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you. And to remember that strawberries are my favorite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. That is so weird that foods are divided in this way between muggles and magic. Whatever. Anyway, everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitterroot to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everly. Or Everly. actually know who that is.
I do wonder about Professor Fig.
Lenora Everly.
He's hardly ever in his classroom.
Oh, right. She's gonna.
Strange.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna talk to us about something. I think there's a side quest. Remember right?
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds
I would think there would be some kind of like a silent spell
them later.
that would be
Even
far more
soil,
protective than
sunlight, and
cotton
a bit
balls.
of magic. They will take time to grow.
I should think at least they're like
How
waxy
to
cotton
balance
balls
my
or something.
star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wickenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done!
I haven't
Once
gone to
it can be
Professor Sharp's class yet.
harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wickenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
I love these.
You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron.
I
The
love
cabbages
these.
do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Hold on. I'm having issues. Give it a second. Sorry about this. Okay. Dropping frames hard. I think we're back to... No, we're not. We're still not in good condition. Give it a minute, I guess. Oh, okay. Now we're good. We're back at a normal, reasonable bit rate. There we go. Moving along. Sorry about all that. Let's keep going. Okay, let's go.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Yeah, he is good.
Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping
Cut him off!
cabbage.
Just in time to not embarrass himself. Ah, I love it. Cacti.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the
Cabbages.
cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay, cool. Oop,
I'm
hello.
sorry. What do I need to do?
I know, I got
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Nothing to it,
Yeah, I know, I
really.
got it.
Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quick.
Okay. I meant to pick them, not talk about it. Okay.
Revelio.
Miss anything? Oh. What'd I miss? Aha. Aha. The tree. Dirigible plums. This orange radish-like flute floats upside down as it grows. Some believe it can enhance one's ability to accept the extraordinary. Gotta love it. Yeah, those are they're mentioned by Luna Lovegood at some point in the Quibbler, I think. Green says, Amanda, I swear this game's trolling me. Ran around the school 40 times and still can't find the last 3 field guides. I I 100%ed the achievements the last time I played through, but that does not mean I found all of the field guide pages. Launch.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
I love them so much.
Some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards.
Love a good gnome genocide.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're not someone to be trifled with. I see that.
His naked little smile thing there. Well, he said that.
Other
It was a
plants
little
too.
disturbing.
Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Now, I will say, if you're having sufficient trouble, I assume you probably could figure it out by looking up guidebook that sort of thing, like a guide online for locations, process of elimination, yada yada yada. But I assume you'd thought of that. Or just watch streamers such as myself, and when you see someone get a field guide page, figure out if you've gotten it or not, and then go find it. That's an option. Not saying it's a great option, but it's not. Wait, what's going on here? I thought I do. Oh, I have instant brew potions. I don't have instant grow plants on. I have it. By the way, okay, so I have a modder engine thing here, specifically to circumvent some of the more annoying gameplay sillinesses of this game. The fact that growing plants and brewing potions takes real world time that also pauses when you pause the game, if you didn't notice that. That's very irritating. That reminds me of like mobile game mechanics. Those like freemium mobile games where you have to where you're expected to, I don't know, pay to shorten the timers kind of thing, but there's no option to do so. So I have a mod tool that lets me get rid of that timer if need be. And then also the other one I have in Infinite Broom Boost, because gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Love going fast. Uh-oh, not this again. Why is it now freaking out? Hey. Dropping frames again. How are we? We okay? Ooh. Jittering a lot. I apologize for this once again. Again, it's odd that I have this much trouble with this. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the settings to low. Low. I'm gonna put everything to low. That way I run into fewer problems with I can't do ray tracing. Graphics card doesn't do it. Alright, let's just put everything to low. Hopefully that'll make things run a little smoother. Like I said, I can play this game on high quality if I'm not trying to stream it. I hate this. This is irritating. Expected though, I suppose. Anyway.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
I'm wearing green
I'm
gloves.
eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Yeah, plants are cool.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I've always loved
I'm
plants.
eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime.
His mom
I
always
so
loved
enjoy
such
checking
things.
in with my new students.
Especially the violent plants. Okay.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my
Okay.
damned hearing.
To make anything.
It still has several minutes left on its timer. Alright, what do we got next? An hour and a half left. That's one thing. We can do carted away, or no, let's plow on through a main story quest until things open up more once we get the room of requirement and once we get the broom. Ideally, I look forward to eventually when we will get the beast bag thingy, once we can start catching and taming beasts. That's always fun. But the room of requirement has to come first as far as that goes. Okay, potions class.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Yeah, honestly, that does seem like a reasonable thing to want to see. Perfectly reasonable to me. Now let's just sift through his office real quick. Potion, could use it. Memorandum from the Order's office, Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks is an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more orders to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. Wait, he's still working as an Auror?
Revelio.
I thought he was retired. Hold on, there seems to be... a galleon laying around. His Auror badge. Auras comprise the Ministry's magical law enforcement, protecting the wizard world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This Auror badge belongs to Professor Sharp. He has it just in a case,
Revelio.
not on his person. So again, it seems like that seems like the kind of thing a retiree would do, rather than it being, you know, active duty, so to speak.
Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, once a coward, always a coward. Just ask Duncan Hobhouse.
Hey, I have been. Yes, I was defending Hogsmeade against trolls. I'm far from a coward. I'd love to be. But I can't afford that luxury when I get attacked by trolls. Well, I hope this doesn't overload again. I think we're okay.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, it turned off hair physics. Which is fine, because the hair physics are what kill my computer.
Please begin.
That is 100% what kills my computer, by the way. It's the hair and robe physics. And this, whatever I did there, changing quality, it turned off hair physics. And I'm very glad of it.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I will say, the potion making in this game, which, by the way, you never do this again. It is an auto brew kind of thing. It's far less sophisticated than in the last game we were playing Wednesday nights in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Which, that game, the potion making, or I guess the alchemy or whatever.
But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okay. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, Green, I think that is possible. He's basically undercover here as a teacher. I wouldn't say he's undercover as a teacher. I would say he's working as a teacher and still informing for the Aurors or something like that. Especially what we know of, you know, all of the various trouble going on in and around Hogwarts, having to do with Ranrock, having to do with Harlow and Rookwood and all that kind of stuff, and the poachers and all that. That is really a hotbed trouble for an Auror to deal with. And so having him here still, maybe headcanon-wise, maybe he actually was retired and then they called him back in, as happens in every cop movie.
Utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
I get it.
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanworld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Where's the Weasley kid?
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Yeah, he could well be there guarding. That is true.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
So it would
I wish
seem.
he talked about it more.
No, Weasley is nowhere to be found. That's very strange. I thought he was... Oh, yeah, here he is. Never mind.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his
Guarding
office?
the school. Yeah, that makes sense. That does actually make sense. That would be an appropriate thing for Hogwarts to do. It would be a good idea. In fact, that would probably be the responsible thing to do. Which leads me to believe that Professor Black would never dream of doing so. He does have a well-earned reputation for being the worst headmaster in Hogwarts history.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Oh boy.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
So you say there's 3 highly trained professors at school. I presume you're talking about Sharp, Hackett, and what, Fig? Because I actually don't know what his training is, aside from research. I don't even know what subject he teaches. Once again, that has been tragically unclear. So, I don't know. I assume so. He seems to really handle himself quite well in all of the adventures we have with him, but still. Still quite mysterious, really. I'll also add, what's her name? The flying teacher. She's a professional, an ex-professional Quidditch player, which is really quite something as well. Again, I think I really do like the staff, the teachers. Really cool. They're all really interesting characters.
I don't know, Gareth.
Oh, Weasley works for the Wizarding Council.
You won't.
Oh, okay,
feathers
cool.
aren't that valuable.
Cool.
Sharp won't even miss it.
All right. No, this is a really bad idea. I'm not going to do it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get.
I don't think I've ever said no to
I'm afraid I can't help you.
most of these quests.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Good. I can't wait to see what he does. It's going to go horribly. I look forward to it. I mean, to be fair, it goes horribly... It goes horribly regardless of whether you get it for him or not.
Revelio.
So, whatever.
Keep your potion stations organized and free. Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
A Adurus potion. Rude. I actually have everything I need for a Felix Felicis, which I'm going to make one. Do I have everything for a Thunderbrute? No, not even close. I need to kill some Inferi for that.
And now we add the Mallow Sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Potato! Not again.
Oh, the smell.
dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Well, I'm not going to tell on him, but my oh boy, oh howdy was that. That was...
I brewed an Edorus
such a
potion as
Weasley.
you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology.
Yeah, she is from overseas.
The
That's a
plants
good
you
point.
nurture there are often essential to the potions you
So
brew
was
here.
the charms
Now,
teacher.
I recommend that you find
whose
a
name I
safe
don't remember.
location in which to practice brewing.
And Professor
You
Onai,
cannot leave a hot
the
cauldron
divination
simply anywhere, and you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
What Fwooper feather? What are you talking about? Anyway.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Right. Yeah, her and Professor Onai, that's Natty's mother. The
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
the divination professor. Both of them were from overseas, so they as well don't quite. They were not trained by Hogwarts, so yeah, fair point.
Greetings, young Slytherin.
Scrope
knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you, and you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to, especially Professor Blank.
Okay. Sure, let's do it. This sounds sketchy. I love it. Let's go cause some more trouble with not a goblin, an elf. They really do have remarkable similarities in this world.
Revelio.
Okay. We see what other quests I have available here. Just the Daedalian keys and the goblin one. So let's do Scrope. Scrope's Last Hope. I don't remember what this is. Unless this is the one where we meet Professor Weasley for the Room of Requirement, but I don't think so.
Revelio.
On here. That's the witch's restroom. Here. Oh, here we go. So we go out here, past the pendulum.
Revelio.
Uh-oh. Overloaded again. Hold on. Give it a second. I want to give it a minute here. Let me recover here. Oh, it's the map chamber. Okay. That's earlier than I thought it was. Huh. Oh yeah, it's not the room of requirement. That's much later. When do I get a broom? I want a broom. Alright, let's do it. Scrope knows about the book you found. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it's safe to speak out in the open. Scrope left another note across the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
He's an elf, clearly. Which is a little bit odd that he can defy Professor Black like that. That's very strange, because I think they are... The elves... the house elves of Hogwarts are technically owned by... the school? Or the headmaster, I forget which. Or maybe it's ambiguous as to which. Whee! Oh, God. It just teleported back. That's strange.
Accio!
Come on. Come on, I can see it.
Revelio.
I didn't need that. I just...
Accio.
Okay, maybe if I come from an angle, maybe I can get it then? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Okay, this is silly, but I should have realized. There it is. I can't just Accio the note. I have to... Okay, whatever. And also, incidentally, I did just pick up Baldur's Gate 3. Which is a lot of fun so far. Not very far at all. I'm still in the sort of the crash of the Nautilus, or Nautiloid? That's it, Nautiloid. The Mind Flayer ship. Very neat. It is... I absolutely love the very Larian Studios mechanics. It might be something to play online. It might be something to play on the stream eventually. That said, the combat is very slow paced, so it will take an extremely long time if we're going to play a campaign of it on the stream at some point. Not opposed to the idea, just letting you know that if I do decide on doing that, if you guys would like to see me do that, do let me know, and I will. I'll strongly consider it. The elf is owned by the Black family for hundreds of years. That elf is really. Oh right, that's God. I forgot all about this quest like entirely. I completely forgot about this entire quest. Yeah, it's shocking that he can defy Nigellus or Phineas like this. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins. Just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor, broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
I sure do. When am I going to be able to actually unlock talents? Because I have like a ton of saved up ability points, being level 17.
Incendio.
That didn't work. You be quiet. Really?
Expelliarmus.
Hold on. Let me switch these, because I'm used to it from previous playthrough. Yeah. There it is. It's always in the last one you look for, huh?
Incendio.
Light you on fire. All right, let's see. Young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge?
After you complete this quest, go into the chamber. That's right.
Better not be a trick.
Yeah, it is when you find the map chamber. That's right. I kept thinking for some reason that you got your broom earlier than that, but maybe that was just wishful thinking, because I like flying. I like flying a great deal. It's kind of my favorite part of this game, honestly. I love flying. Just it's just about precisely the kind of thing
I know what that means.
that I would most enjoy in real life as well about wizardry is flying. It's particularly interesting as well that I gotta it'll go by itself, I think. I think it just goes to the right spot. You knock it the right way. Hope. I might need to move it around a little bit once it gets down here. We'll see. Nope. Perfect. Oh, hole in 2. Wrong button. Come here. No, not like that. Come here. Not gonna work, is it? I have to blast it from the other side. This is much easier once you get to Pulso, but whatever, it's fine. There it is.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
There we go. Oh, you just got yours on the 3rd playthrough. That's how I know I'm playing right as you watch it. Oh, awesome. So you're like right ahead of me. I will probably get to where you are right now by the end of the stream tonight. I end around midnight, so I got like an hour and 20 minutes. I will definitely be able to I'll definitely be able to finish this quest, and I'll probably, because if I remember right, the flying is shortly after this. Oh, there you are. Hey, Scrope.
Thank you for coming all this way.
You have a bandage on his
head?
The
name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about?
I see.
Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
He is an old family friend of the Blacks.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't need the headmaster upset with me.
Oh, the headmaster won't be upset. Scrope simply wants to surprise him. Scrope will explain. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's very bad.
But
wait,
how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Are elderberries edible too? I didn't think they were.
Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Okay.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both.
Family.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast.
Yeah,
to
she
the
basically
grotto
ended
just
her
down
life,
the
right?
coast.
Yeah.
Place
And I mean,
on the
it
pedestal
sounds like
there.
accidentally, but who knows, really? He also could. He's a bit of an unreliable narrator, I would certainly say.
Best of luck finding your page.
So it could have been deliberate. And yeah, aren't elderberries? Like I said, I thought elderberries were actually poisonous, but no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just very, very American. I have no idea what British plants are. Anyway, though, yeah, it's what is this? What is this? What is that? What is these? What is that? Oh, level 18. I'm gonna be very glad that it didn't find me. I'm gonna be very glad that the thing did not assault me.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Oh crap, now the big one's coming.
Levioso! Levioso! Incendio!
Ow.
Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Woo! Okay, got him. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, cool. That was kind of rough. Made it work. We're okay. Oh, that's right. This is that... Oh, I'm remembering this now. This is all ringing bells. This is all ringing bells. This is that back way into the map chamber. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Toast? Okay, strange. It's fed to the squid. Naturally, one must feed the giant squid. I would think that Hogwarts students would be told not to feed the giant squid, but they do it anyway. So, whatever. Anyway, so, about flying and why I'm so thrilled by it. Even the very concept of flying. It's a very deep psychological thing, as I understand it. It goes to this, if you've ever... Oh, God, what was it? If you've ever... hold on, let me write some things down. I remember to put this. I'm going to put an old NPR show, I guess, in the description. About a kind of an interesting question, kind of a psychology trick kind of question, which is to ask which you would prefer as a magical or as a superpower, light or invisibility, and that this can to a large extent interesting. I hate those.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Anyway. The neat little grotto. Yeah, it's a very interesting little question because it reveals a lot about one's psychology. Which one you would choose really does say quite a bit about what sorts of things that you would like to do at your sort of deepest level. I always would choose flight, and it is purely because it's fun. It's just fun. It's just so much fun. And even in a game like this, where you have what is functionally an invisibility spell, even if it's not technically, I find myself using the broom far more than I find myself using the disillusionment spell. Just because, again, flying around is just so joyful, and I think that is telling, right? So people who prefer flight are in it, so to speak, for joy, whereas people who are in it for who choose invisibility are far more so guileful, in it for advantage. It's a Gryffindor Slytherin kind of dichotomy, if you want to put the two at the furthest opposing points. Or maybe a Gryffindor and Hufflepuff choose flying, and a Slytherin and Ravenclaw choose invisibility, again for different reasons perhaps, but it's that kind of a divide. It's almost an extrovert-introvert divide, but not quite. It is sometimes, to some degree. That's what I've found, because I ask this at my class quite often. Actually, I think I might even have a lecture to that effect. If I have a recorded lecture to this effect, I will put it in the description, because again, it's a fascinating question, and the discussion around it almost always immediately goes to, would you immediately turn to a life of crime or not? Because people who choose invisibility would usually do so for criminal purposes. So again, it's a fascinating question. It really brings up
a visitor.
Oh, hey, right. It really brings up a lot of distinctions into one's sort of general preferences about one's own life.
The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
Damn. So yeah, he's quite poetic, I'll say.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
The Headless Hunt?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
No, but okay.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Ghosts are so glib about their own death. They really tend to be. And I think that's actually a pattern in Harry Potter, that ghosts, maybe it's part of what inclines one to staying behind, to becoming a ghost, is a kind of a certain morbidity about one's own end. Morbidity about one's own end. Sounds almost redundant, but hopefully you catch my meaning. Sparkly. There we go. Out of this water. Horrible. Horrible stuff. As they say, fish fuck in it.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed.
Of course he did.
Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
All of this is, of course, under the assumption that Soren himself has a few House Elves. Level 18! Before I'm able to use any of those points. Good lord. Okay, let's track this quest, shall we? Ghost of our love. No, wait. Oh, not that. Am I not going to get the new quest? What's going on here? Combat. Dugbugs. Merlin trials. Yay! I have gear slots. I love gear slots. It's absolutely necessary for a fashion simulator like this. Jackdaw's Rest. Here we go. Requires expelling harm. Of course it does. Dueling feats. Oh, okay. Now, is there anywhere I can fast travel to? Is there anywhere I can fast travel to that's actually remotely closer? Oh, yes, there is. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah, good. Very good. Right here. Right at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. I am going to actually fast travel for once. I never fast travel in this game. I just like going places because so much of it is... The environment is absolutely gorgeous, but at the same time, it's so much better from the air. And I want to get to my broom, okay? I've got an hour. I can do it. I can get to the broom. I think I can. I think I can. Maybe I can't, but we'll see. We shall see. If not, I will do that relatively early next week. We'll see how soon I get there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I can't believe that none of those... You can't collect any of those trumpet flowers. Those aren't used in potions or anything. Ah, here. My dearest Apollonia, would you care to join me for a picnic? I know you enjoy a good Cornish pasty almost as much as you enjoy a good mystery. See you soon, I hope. Yours, Richard. Are you telling me that has been sitting there for 100 years? That's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Caution, centaurs. Frogs sold here. What? Frogs sold here. Are you quite serious? That's exceptionally strange. What's this? Oh. I'll let them fight. There's spiders right nearby that I'd rather not deal with at the moment. I am, by the way, I've mentioned this before. I mentioned this last week, but I'm so glad that my arachnophobia is much less intense than it used to be. To the point of almost being gone, really. Because if I had played this game, say, 10 years ago, or really even less, but certainly 10 years ago or so, I wouldn't have been able to finish it. I really wouldn't, just because the prevalence of spiders in this game is just is almost too much, or would have been too much for me. It was to the point where I was so scared of spiders that I couldn't bring myself to voluntarily be in the same room as one, kind of thing. I've gradually gotten better at it again through a sort of self-implemented cognitive behavioral therapy, more or less. Realistically, just applying the methods of Stoicism. Again, see my video on Stoicism. It was one of the earliest ones on this channel. Or a bit on that, a bit more about that process. I'll link it below as well after the stream's over if you want to check it out. Because again, this is a philosophy channel after all. But yeah, it's. I'm glad that I've managed to rid myself of that for the most part.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Admittedly, I was a Ravenclaw last time I did
as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. That's perfectly fair. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
You should have. You would have kept your head. Go on.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
We did just cross a stone bridge, so... Thank you. You're going to lead me through the spiders, aren't you?
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
You're going to lead me straight through the spiders. You...
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath.
And for spiders.
Is that Revelio?
Or Greek?
Oh, the spiders are over there. So
nothing to do now, but keep going.
I think we're in the clear.
Revelio.
Footstools. That. Oh, it's a wolf. Okay. I mean, I can go beat it up. Fine. Oh.
Accio. Incendio.
Oh, okay. Level 20 ain't nothing.
Revelio.
What else we got? Here we go. Here's that waterfall.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Again, this is so much easier to find from the air. Insist. Really, really is. A cairn. Off-skied. Wait, the cairn.
Something oddly solemn about this place.
Is the lake?
Such regal creatures, stags.
Stag. Oh, hey, wait. Hey, this is the lake where Harry saves, where in Prisoner of Azkaban, where Harry saves Harry with the Patronus. Huh. Oh yeah, look, Green. I'm very aware how many of the enemies in this game are spiders. It is probably a third.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described.
It is probably a third of the enemies overall are spiders in this game. So, like I said, if I were quite as arachnophobic as I was, a decade or so ago, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. But given that I have, like I said, I've more or less shaken that off, at least to a great degree.
Intramuros.
Things are much better, and I have very little problem with it. I have to say, the acromantulas in this game are really, they are legitimately kind of terrifyingly threatening. More so than the rest of the spiders, but the acromantulas are... Oh, hello. Hello. What in the hell?
Lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. Attack!
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I'm not to be worried about you. You won't get away with that.
Accio. Those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
I still have to say, it's another one of those silly, I guess it qualifies as a world building thing, that that the killing curse is treated as such a terrible thing, but then at the same time, you just horrifically kill dozens, maybe hundreds of people throughout the course of this game. Some of which you just like fry with lightning bolts. You disintegrate people. But no, like green laser beam, that's too far. That is a step too far. A quick and painless death? How dare you? Green says, did you know that the actor who played Ron in the movies has a fear of spiders? Lol. Yeah.
This place is.
I'd forgot about that, but yeah, that's very fitting. I kind of dig it. That's great. I also have to wonder if it might be similar to mine. I've told this story before, but the short version is I basically made myself afraid of spiders. I practically speaking decided to be afraid of spiders, because my like kindergarten teacher or whatever asked, "Hey, what are you afraid of? What is something that you're afraid of? Everyone's afraid of something, so what are you afraid of?" And I didn't have anything in particular that I was actually scared of. But she thought that I was just, putting on a brave face. She basically thought I was lying. So she wanted to know, well, everyone's afraid of something. What are you afraid of? And so at the time, I knew a lot about spiders. I thought they were really cool.
Casual visitors down here.
And so I guess I said, okay, I guess I'm afraid of spiders. And
I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Yes, absolutely. And so, not wanting to be a liar, I basically just decided to be afraid of spiders.
Incendio!
And then after deciding to be afraid of spiders, I basically just convinced myself to be afraid of spiders. And then I became afraid of spiders. I became horrifically, almost cripplingly arachnophobic. Again, entirely through my own choices and actions. A lot of spooters in here, man. Oh, is this basically a boss arena? This is basically a boss arena, isn't it?
I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Protego! Stupefy! 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 Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Levioso!
See, again, another one I just freaking disintegrated.
Stupefy!
I know it wasn't a person in this case, but still, just absolutely disintegrated. Ignite a shooter as it prepares to attack. Yeah, that, again, that's another one that becomes much, much easier once you have Fringo. That's it. Yeah, Confringo makes that much, much easier. We got here. Scarf. That wasn't acting during filming. That part when he was scared, he was actually shaking. That's awesome. I love that. That's great. I actually really love Rupert Grint. He's a first of all, he was a really good actor throughout the series. He did a great job portraying Ron. Honestly, despite the writing, because a lot of the writing made him way too close to comic relief, way more than he should have been. But then simultaneously, like, he did a very good job portraying Ron, given what he had, given what he sort of had to work with. The armor. Once I get the full set of armor, I might actually use it. Yeah, he did a very good job, I thought. And he's also just a really cool guy. Like after the movies came out, he was he just, what did he do? He like bought an ice cream truck, and he just ran an ice cream truck for like several years after the movies were done. That's really cool. He just wanted to do something that made kids happy, you know? That's great. I really love that. Oh, not gonna tell me where to go. Fine. Assume it's that way, so I should go this way first.
I wonder if I can move that platform somehow.
Yeah, I bet I can.
Incendio.
What? How did that happen? Not gonna complain.
That's
I just accidentally got a double kill.
Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Interesting. I'm gonna go the other way first because I have a feeling that is the right direction. I don't know. I'm gonna check everything out. I want to explore everything I can in here. Because while yes, you can come back here, you don't have to.
Protego, stupefy. Another puzzle. But if Jackdaw can solve this, so can I.
No, I think it's the other way actually. This is the correct direction. Yeah, because this is the ancient magic puzzle. So it is this way. Okay, this way first because this is the back way around. The back stuff. Also worth noting is, as far as I know, Rupert Grint is the only one of at least the major three, who has still more or less supported Rowling. Him and the actress who played Luna, who I also always really liked. Both her as a character as well as her portrayal of the characters was always really good.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
I don't know if it was deliberate, but okay. I'll just jump down. That's fine. There we go. Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Oh, it's over there. You have a very limited amount of time to do some of those. Neat. Very neat.
Remarkable.
I think I need to do one more. Whoops. Just a bunch of galleons hanging out.
Incendio.
Splat the little ones before they get bigger. Always a good move. Wait. Right? Maybe? Let's try it out. Oh yeah, here's a chest. That's a cool flame. Huh.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Man, if he got this far in without a problem, that's really impressive. Before he finally got beheaded. Oh, I'm back here. Oh, no, I'm not. This is different. This is a different place.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
I mean, as far as we know, he theoretically could have.
Accio.
I mean, I know he didn't, technically, but theoretically could have. There's nothing really to say that he didn't.
Incendio.
That's
Accio.
No, that's the right way. Let's go there first. Whee! Love it. I love magic. It's gonna be a boss spider, isn't it?
Incendio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Green says, "I wish they would have had more to your background in the game to learn as to who you are. There's really no info on how you became a wizard or who your parents were at all, were or are. Yeah, I think that's probably deliberate, in part so you can just sort of self-insert, or you can craft your character, that sort of thing." So you can sort of craft your character with your own backstory, because that's what I did for Stefan. I mean, Soren. Soren here is a character that I've used before. He's an RPG character I've used before, as a wizard. He is the son of another couple of characters from my wife and I. Those being Stefan and Adwar Blackwell. Stefan being a sort of typically a nobleman of some sort, whether that is usually or sort of originally British. In some cases, in one case at least, French, which is very strange, but it makes sense because it takes place in Canada. That took place in Canada in particular. And in one case, can I get through here? Why can't I get through here? Do I need, like, Depulso for this? I need Depulso for this, don't I? Damn it. Head back. Backtrack a bit. And Adwar is traditionally some form of native, whether that's Native American or whether that is in a sort of D&D context, whether that is a sort of wood elf or wild elf or that sort of thing. Smoosh! Oh, there's a lot of them.
Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy.
Whack. I kind of love the Ancient Magic Pro. That's a nice little thing. Nice little thing. Yeah, see, this is the way. This is where we just came from. So in this context, right? So Stefan, Soren's father, is an old, probably more or less pure blood family, wizarding family, who interacts a good deal with Muggles. Probably interacting with the
chest.
Aristocratic ensemble. Interacts with the Muggle King and the Muggle Ministry, that sort of thing. Oh yes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm actually going to try on something else here for an outer room. See if the cape works with this. Ooh, that's a good look. It's not bad. Oh, that's much better. Yes. Yes, I love it. Okay, let's change my gloves. See if I can find something to match this. Regular black gloves. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. So that's Soren's father. His mother, on the other hand, is again a Native American.
In his search of this cave
from Ilvermorny. And so my excuse, or my reasoning for why Soren didn't go to Hogwarts for his first 4 years is that that his parents basically could not decide which school to send him to. Do they send him overseas to Ilvermorny, or do they send him right just north to Scotland for Hogwarts? And so because they couldn't really get to come to a decision, they were basically waiting and teaching him the basics at home for 4 years or so. And then eventually he goes to Hogwarts. Only to find that by waiting so long, he winds up fulfilling some bizarre prophecy. Or some such. Maybe it's not a prophecy, maybe it's just an archetype or something, but whatever. There's not much of a difference between prophecy and an archetype, honestly.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Yes. Of course. Have we here? Let's... Huh. Is this just where I came through? Yeah, this is where I could have come through. Here as well.
Revelio.
Yeah, here as well. What's over here? Horklumps. Yeah, it's just Horklumps. Okay, moving on. There we go. Yeah, that all, I suppose, makes enough sense of the whole strange background of your character not having gone to Hogwarts until year 5. Wait, where the hell am I supposed to go? I'm lost.
Accio.
Interesting. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I get it. I think I get it. I have to stop partway through because I have to jump over to there. This is the way? Maybe this is the way. Oh no, this is just more chests.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Just a loot area, nothing else. Okay, what's left here? Where am I supposed to go then? Down here? This is where I came from. No, it's not. There's spooters down there. Somewhere. There's spooters up there. They're gonna drop on me.
There it is. The bridge. It's almost.
Oh, this is the boss. This is the boss chamber. I can see it.
More
I see
spiders. It. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Stupefy!
It for now. Oh, there's the mamas. 2 mamas. Oh boy. I'm also curious. Are they meant to be made of wood?
Stupefy! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Yeah, I don't, because they are called thornbacks. I'm never. It's not quite clear to me whether they are intended to be like made of wood or if they just look like that. I don't know. Oh. Either way could reasonably make sense, I think. But they're like magically animated wood, or if they are...
But where could he be?
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. That was close. Ooh, very fancy. Oh, that's what beheaded him. I see. It's a guardian. With a sword. That all makes sense all of a sudden.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
Yeah, there he is.
Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
Jeez, that's rough. Rough death.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Unidentified hand item. That is not something I can do until I get the room of requirement.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, jeez. That's good.
Accio. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Some you brutes. Expelliarmus.
Ah! Okay, it's big one's time. Oh, I should have saved my ancient magic for these guys. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego.
Oh, that's not good.
Incendio.
Ooh. Okay, now there's two of them. This is getting out of hand.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Gah!
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
There we go. Whew.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening?
Okay, I almost want to play Baldur's Gate as Soren, just aged up a bit, so he's not 15 anymore. Because, you know, 15 is... I mean, actually, no, in a D&D setting, he would also be an elf. He would be half high elf, half wood elf. And so he would be way older than 15. He'd have to be something like... 15-year-old equivalent in elf years is like 80, so I'd probably age him up to something like 120, 150.
Revelio.
Anything else other than this? No, it's just this. It's just the ancient magic.
Gringotts and the restricted section.
Do the thing. Oops, spooky portal. Here we go.
Where am I?
I'm in magic.
The room's starting to flood.
I don't have the bubblehead charm. I'm dead. Dead. 100% dead.
Protected. What sort of magic is this?
Oh, never mind. It'd be nice if I had the bubblehead charm, but this works instead. Works just fine. That's cool, though. Very cool.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Honestly, there was absolutely no reason for that other than it being cool. I mean, I guess in universe, the reasoning is that it keeps people out who can't use ancient magic. Because that was an ancient magic spell. But again, the bubblehead jinx exists. So, you know, whatever. Gillyweed exists. Portraiture.
Can it be?
It can! Percy!
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensieves. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
Yep. I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume
See,
share
prophecy, archetype, tomato. Really.
To see traces of ancient magic. Yes, sir, I do.
That's actually very
As
cool.
you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Okay.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Okay.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Yay! Talents. Let's finally do this. I have 14 talents available. Oh my gosh. All right, so 4. New spell set. Absolutely. Let's do one of those. Because we are soon going to be... We'll do one of these for now, because that'll be our utility spells. For now, at least until later. Maybe we should do our Wiggenweld potion. We have so many talent points. We can afford to do basically anything we want. Swift. Oh yeah, this one's very cool. The little teleport thing. Echo absorption. I'll hold on to it. Basic cast mastery. Basic cast impact. Reduce spell cooldowns. Yes, very good. Very good. Yes, need that. Ancient magic throw expertise. Can throw disarmed enemy weapons. That's not bad. It's not bad. Tego. Okay, no. Wiggenweld. That's actually very useful, but I'll hold off on it for now. Increase the range of Revelio. Yes, please. Evasion absorption. Protego expertise. Basic cast airborne absorption. What's this? 2 projectiles. Nice, but stupefy remains stunned for longer. Let's go with spells. Let's check our spells. What do we got? Incendio mastery. Ring of flame. That's actually really good because it turns it into an area. Pull multiple people. These two go very well together. This one, meh. Meh. Leviosa's great, but I like the Accio Incendio combo. That's very nice. So that's 2. We don't have Defendo. We don't have Depulso. We don't have Confringo. We don't have Glacius. We have Descendo. Let's check out Dark Arts. Cursed targets. I don't actually have any curses yet. Stunning curse. I am going to go the Dark Arts tree. Enduring Curse. They remain cursed for longer. Nice, but... A Disarming Curse. Stunning Curse. Yes. Stunning Curse. Disarming Curse. Blood Curse. They curse for longer. I'm going to wait on that one and wait and see. I'm going to get these two. These are a good combo. Incendio and Accio combo together. What do we have for core? Echo Expertise. Two projectiles back at enemies. Ooh, yes. Stupefy 2 enemies. Yeah, that's actually very good. That meshes with the curse that we just got. Evasion Absorption. Stupefy Mastery. Stun for a longer period of time. Yeah. What's this? Disarmed enemy weapons. That's nice. Echo Absorption. No. We don't need another spell set yet. Wicked Weld Potency is nice, but I can hold off on it for now. What's this? Airborne Absorption. I'm going to hold off until I get some more spells. Sprint while using Disillusionment. That's nice, but I'll wait on those. Room Requirement. I'm going to wait on these two. I like Chinese the Cabbages thing, but that's not really the build I'm going for. It's a good build. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good build, but it's not what I'm going for Soren. I am mostly going at Dark Arts builds. For curses and stuff. Let's hold off on the rest of this, and let's do that for now. That's pretty good for now. Okay. Let's get out of here, shall we? Back into Hogwarts. Okay.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Because they want you to have it, I guess. It's a test, I suppose. I mean, portraits aren't fully sapient. They're just sort of memories of the people that they're paintings of. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, wait. Get us some cash. All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I actually don't think I'm going to be able to...
Back at Hogwarts? I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with a book.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to actually get to... Locked. There's a key. I needed a Daedalian key for that. Is it locked? Yeah, no, that's just bars. The teleport frogs. The damn teleport frogs. I need Alohomora to get to them.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away.
Okay.
Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Okay. I don't actually like Depulso. A very good spell. Is that the detention dungeon? If I recall.
Revelio.
Heard a ding. That is another key thingy. Let me actually check what my quests are. Let me actually search these. First of all. gloves. Better. No. Hide it. Is that okay? Nah. Oh, and then unidentified, which I need to identify, which I need the requirement for. That's annoying. Prefect vest uniform. Not a prefect. Why would I pretend to be one? That's not right. One does not do that. Combat. Defeat more spiders. What else I got? More spiders. Truly. Alright. Oh, flying class. 20 minutes. We can do it. Let's do it. Flying class. Maxima and Aduris use them simultaneously. Ooh, okay. Use a focus potion. Alright, yeah. For love. Use the map. I'll get to that eventually. Flying class. Absolutely. Let's on the stairs you came up, the doorway is the painting. Yeah, no, I remember that. It's I want to do this. Oh, come on, really? Okay, fine, I'll just walk. The loading screens would take longer than walking. Fugawa, that's her name. Forgot.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure,
that.
are we?
Let's wait. Let's do it. Okay, let's get our broom, and then next time we will start off going to buy our own, I think. That should give us enough time this time. Oh, man. Yeah, if I actually get back here, hold on. Oh, geez, what happened? Not as intended.
So there's a leg on each side.
There we go. Here we
None
go.
of that
I think we're in.
side-straddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
What if you're a lady? What if you're a witch? That seems appropriate for witches. Anyway, hi, welcome back. Sorry about all this. Jesus, that was weird. It's all the cloaks, I tell you what.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight...
Anyway, yes, Green, I absolutely agree. Too bad there's no werewolves in this game. There definitely should be. Yeah. I mean, maybe the sequel. I don't know.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Forget what is boost and what is just
done.
fly faster.
Now that you're
Been a little
acclimatized
while.
to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Okay.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Ah, the
Oh,
old
man.
boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as the first year.
I can't boost. I guess these brooms just don't boost.
Our
They're not
aquatic
very
resident
fast.
likes to make an appearance
Ooh.
once in a while.
The squid. Love it. I really like that it's literally just a giant squid somehow in a freshwater loch, not like a kraken or anything actually mythological.
Have a moment?
Whoop. Nice. Getting pretty good at this.
Say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Not really.
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by
We're not in
staying
the nest.
in
We're
the
flying.
nest. Follow me.
Whatever, though. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay.
The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now.
There's no heck off option.
Now we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it?
It is, though.
Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
Oh yeah, look at that.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ha! Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff?
Infinite broom boost. Ah!
There's the famous bridge.
Gotta go fast.
Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Had to go underneath, obviously.
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Whoa, where are you going?
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back.
Yeah, I got my boost going. I'm good. Ah, God, gotta go fast. I love this.
Looks like
It's wonderful.
already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
Woo.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But Professor,
thanks, Everett. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Class is finished for the day.
Thank you for losing Slytherin points. Gotta appreciate that.
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
And never listen to Everett again.
That was some rather good flying.
Okay, now I forget. Do I have to wait to actually buy a broom?
Sorry about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Perhaps, but we did get in trouble, and Kagawa could hold it against us.
I didn't think she'd see us.
Really?
But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade.
I'm
He's
gonna do
always
that.
looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I will do that. I think literally right now. Hey, completed a quest. Wow. Okay, cool. Did it actually give me a quest or anything, or no? Get right after class. I'm gonna. Let me finish this. Let me check this. Oh, legendary armored attire. I don't actually need the legendary mask. I kind of hate that thing. All right, I'm actually gonna fast travel to Hogsmeade because I have 7 minutes. I'd better go. Oh, hey. Follow the butterflies. Oh, right. That is a series, if I recall, of side quests. Another one of those collection sets, that sort of thing. And it involves going into the Forbidden Forest once again. Following butterflies. That's actually what I didn't finish. I didn't actually complete that my last playthrough. So that's actually something I might try and do more. The butterflies. To clarify, when I say I 100%ed the game, I 100%ed the quests. I finished all of the quests. I did not do all of the collections.
Does it get any more complex about our library venture?
How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom.
Oh, most
I know a discreet
assuredly.
place near there.
Most assuredly.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
I would, but I need a broom first.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
We'll need to do that next. I think I'll actually do that one next.
Hello,
after I buy a broom,
Mr.
which is the last thing we're
Weeks,
going to do this time.
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows, Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Ooh. Yeah, let's just go for it.
Brooms.
Let's pick a good starting broom.
Thank you.
And then from then on, afterwards, I will do some shopping around, I'm sure. Also, let me just sell everything.
Nice doing business with you.
Here. You want all this junk? Here, have some old clothes. A lot of old clothes. All right, let's preview. Let's preview each of those.
The highest quality.
Ember Dash, nice. House Broom, Slytherin, nah. Moon Trimmer, not very Soren. It's not bad. Wind Wisp is not bad.
That item is of the highest quality.
Of these, because I am going to get something better. I'm going to go buy something better or find something better. Fun fact, that quest is an Easter egg to Ron. Oh yeah, follow the butterflies. Yeah, why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? Yep, love it. Wind Wisp or U-Weaver? Do I want the lantern?
That item is of the highest quality.
Comfortable and speedy with a unique woven design. I do like it.
That item is of the
stylish
highest
with a light
quality.
touch, quite literally. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with the U-Weaver.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the U-Weaver. All right.
Thanks for stopping by.
I got a broom.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You
Indeed.
seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Absolutely.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special prize. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out.
Couldn't agree more. Okay.
Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
All right, and I can't fly in Hogsmeade. That's always a little disappointing, but I understand for like for loading reasons.
The Weeks' enthusiasm.
For loading reasons, it actually does make sense. I'm gonna check about hats because maybe one of my existing hats, will actually look okay with this regalia. No. Green. Lace. No, never mind. Fedora? No, it's still not very Soren. No. Okay. Array? A little bit. Guess no hat. All right, well, that's all we got. So that's about all the time we have. It is basically midnight. So, thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for putting up with the minor problems we were having with the stream. Next time, I want to start with what? Room of requirement, maybe. Either the room of requirement or maybe the flight test. Maybe we'll start with the flight test and then we'll do the room of requirement. I do like flying. I love flying. Maybe the demanding delivery. Maybe I'll pick that up at some point off stream, or maybe we'll start by picking that up next time. We'll see. Anyway, we have, as you can see, a lot to do. A lot to do now that the game is sort of opened up to a great degree. Excuse me. Now that we can fly, that means we can get around Hogwarts Valley much, much easier. We can go basically anywhere except for on the other side of the like goblin tunnels, way down in the south. So we can go almost anywhere in the valley right now. So this really opens things up a great deal. So next week, we should be good to go. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot of quests to do. There's a lot of stuff of all sorts to do. And I can't wait to join all of you and do so again. So, sorry about Monday. We missed a week on Jedi Fallen Order. I will hopefully be right back to pick it up next Monday. If not, there is a possibility that again I'll be late and I won't be able to either start on time or might even not be able to at all. But hopefully we'll be fine. Next Wednesday I will definitely be fine unless some emergency comes up. So I will almost certainly see you next Monday. I will. Let me see. Hopefully see you next Monday. I will definitely see you next Wednesday. I might have a video or two up in the meantime because the semester is coming up and there are a few things that I want to get done that'll sort of help throughout the semester. Some things to get pre-recorded. So keep an eye out for those sorts of things as well in the next coming weeks. Anyway, thank you all one more time for joining me. I had a wonderful time. If you like what I'm doing and want to help me continue doing it, feel free to donate right down there at ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. I greatly appreciate anything you can contribute, anytime you can contribute. It really does help out. And anyway, remember, don't be safe, be well, and more importantly, be good.